And we are live. Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. And today it's FA Cup weekend, and we play on the Monday night, tomorrow night, against Stockport in the FA Cup. So I'm doing a preview. But before we do bring on our couple of guests, I'd like to say please subscribe to West Ham Unofficial 476. We're up to. I do need to update that. I do apologise. 476 we're up to, and we're trying to get to 500, as you can see. There you go, 476. So without further ado, we've jumped into the depths of football, and we found a couple of Stockport fans, and I'm joined with one of my regular preview guests, who's a West Ham fan. So let's bring them on now. Firstly, we've got Mike, who comes on the previews regularly. Mike, how are you?
Fine, Jake. How are you?
I'm good. Are you confident for tomorrow night?
As confident as I can be, yeah.
As a West Ham fan, you can't be.
As a West Ham fan, and for many, many, many years, yeah, we've fallen on a few banana skins in the past.
Yeah, especially against Stockport.
Yeah.
But we've also got Russ, who's a Stockport fan. Russ, how are you?
Hi, Jake. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. We've got one more Stockport fan, and we've got Nick as well. Nick, how are you?
Hello, how are we doing, chaps? All right?
I'm all right, thanks.
Good.
Good. Right, so Russ, we'll start with you. I think you could be confident going into this, but is there some confidence going into tomorrow night for you?
I think cautiously optimistic is probably where I'd probably pitch it as, given our previous meetings. But I think it's completely different this time. There's 5 divisions separating us. We are on a good run, but I think you clearly have class. So I think if you turn up, you probably should see it through.
Yeah. Nick, are you confident?
I just want us to not get embarrassed. I'll be quite happy with that. Obviously, it's the FA Cup. We've seen today with Crawley and Leeds, anything can happen. But I think 99 times out of 100, you'd beat us. So we're just hoping tomorrow night is the one time out of 100. But you never know.
Mike, they're not very optimistic, and I think you never know against West Ham, and you've got a particular Ian Dowie who won't be appearing tomorrow.
Oh no. I remember the Ian Dowie so well. Yeah, that own goal. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. No, we've got to be up for it. If we're not up for it, then we could have problems. But like I say, the extra class should do it, but you just never know. We've all seen what happened to Leeds today. Yeah,
it's the FA Cup. So, Mike, let's delve into it then. Would you play the youngsters tomorrow? With Moyes' press conference, he did say we certainly won't have a team full of young players. And for me, it does worry me a bit, because I don't want us playing our absolutely crucial players. No kind of disrespect to Stockport, but I think we can put out a few players like Bonner. He's played every minute, I think, this season. So Souček and Rice. And sometimes they need a rest, Mike. So what would you do tomorrow?
Yeah, I would rest some, but, you've got to be careful. We've got to show them respect.
Yeah.
And I think we need to have at least sort of 5 or 6, regular first team players out there, and rest some of the others. Yeah, you're right. Rice definitely needs a rest. I don't think he'd travel. But who knows?
Well, it's David Moyes. You don't know what he's going to do.
No.
And so, Russ, you're sitting 4th in the conference. Is last time out I do on these previews, last time out on the conference for you, let me just get that up, was against Ultra, and it was a 2-2 draw. How are you doing this season, and does that give you a bit of kind of hope? And especially your I think he's Wayne Rooney's brother, John Rooney, up front.
Yeah, he's not up front. He plays in a number 10 role, or he comes a bit deeper for the ball. I think what you probably have to realise, and your listeners or watchers need to realise, is although we are in Tier 5 and we're in non-league, we're a professional club. We've got all the infrastructure now around being a top professional club as well. So we've been taken over by a new chairman with lots of money. So we've got the infrastructure there. It's not going to be your normal non-league encounter where your probably fitness will come through it towards the end. So we will be fit and we will be able to keep up with you for 90 minutes. That's something that you need to look out for. So if you do play kids or you rest a lot of players, I think Moyes has probably got to really sort of balance it between playing the kids or playing a weakened team and not slipping up to us, because we probably will. I think we will give you a game.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, I don't doubt that, because West Ham, anything could happen. But Nick, how important is John Rooney for you, and how important do you think that he's going to be? How important is he going to be tomorrow for Stockport?
He's been absolutely vital for us this season. I mean, he's our top scorer. Takes the corners, takes the free kicks, penalties. I think when we made a lot of signings in the summer. It's the most signings we've made in the summer window for a few years, and he was the one where people actually sat up and took notice. I mean, he's just got promoted to the Football League with Barrow and decided to jump down to play with it. I mean, I'm sure money had some sort of say in that, but also the chance to play for a bigger club. But yeah, if he's on form, then he lifts the rest of the team with him, I think. So if he's up for it and has a good game, then yeah, he might raise the rest of them around him, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's the one standout player that's been noticed to me. But Mike, coming back to you, you said kind of Rice, Souček to be rested in that midfield. Who would you put in that midfield? Because, well, who have we got? We're ridiculously thin. We've got 19 first team players at the moment, and we desperately need some players to come in. But people are saying Noble, Lanzini. I just think Stockport, they're a good side. They could do us over in that midfield, because Noble, bless him, he's lost his legs. Lanzini, I don't really like to see him in a central, like, defensive kind of role in that middle. What do you think about that?
Yeah, like I said, we don't need to be, we need to show the right amount of respect, and that is to put at least 6 or 7, regulars in that side. I don't think we can afford to drop too many. Let's say we've got the young Mark Noble to come in, but joking aside, just a few youngsters, and the rest, a lot of them have been on the bench and not had a lot of game time, the likes of Yarmolenko and Lanzini. That they're going to need a little run out. They're going to need a full 90 minutes here and there. So, it's difficult. Like the guys are saying, National League, most teams at that level now are full time. So, the old thing of they run out of legs at the end of the game and all that. You're right. You won't. Keep up with us. It's going to be the quality and the skill factor, and which should shine through. But you never know.
Ken Hammers has said, "I'm not ruling anything out, but I remember Tony something or other, Brent,
Dinning.
Brett Angel, Alan Armstrong, Paul Jones, and co. not being given a chance, and they beat us. Was that 96? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was 96. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that Nick, how do you think this game's going to pan out? Because Anton said on Irons United on their preview earlier, they said it wouldn't surprise me if Stockport had more possession, and it really wouldn't, if I'm being honest. We're not a possession side. How do you think it's going to pan out, and what kind of system do you think that you're going to go? And are you really going to go for it, do you think?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of from looking at West Ham forums and blogs and what have you, there seems to be a lot of people thinking we're going to be like a non-league team. It's going to be a bad pitch and we're going to kick you off the park. But we are actually a good footballing side. Our best performances this season have come when we've played football, played it through the midfield and kept it on the floor. Our worst performances have come when we've just humped it long to a big man. So if we can keep it on the floor and unsettle West Ham, then there's every chance. But I don't know what the team's going to be, because we've got a pretty much fully fit squad now. For the first time this season, we've got everyone fit. So it could really go either way. I think the first 20 minutes or so will be key. I think if we can keep it tight for the first 20 minutes, then it's anyone's game. Anything can happen then.
Yeah, but I agree. If you can keep us out, and I don't know, Mike, we'll come on to strikers in a minute, but Russ, coming to you first, I think it could be definitely, I don't know what West Ham are going to do. I don't know much about Stockport, but I think that it's definitely going to be a tough game, and perhaps I think our players aren't kind of used to in the Premier League playing a long game, playing it out, and I think you really could give us a hard time. I just worry. People are saying that we're going to rest a lot of players, and some players need resting for West Ham. But I can really see if Moyes is too complacent, I can really see you kind of giving us a great game. How much kind of hope do you think that there will be in the Stockport dressing room going into tomorrow?
I think I think there'll be lots of it. I mean, Sam Minion, one of our right backs, did an interview for Football Focus, which was aired yesterday, and he said they're really up for it, and they want to win, and that's the sort of confidence, and we will play our strongest side. What I will say is Gannon does have the ability, capability, and personnel to change it, to mix it up. 4 at the back, 5 at the back with the wing backs playing high. He'll go. He's done 2 up top this season. He's done 1 up top this season. So I sort of echo what Nick said. We don't really know what he's going to put out. I mean, we could probably name the 11 really, I guess, Nick, but we don't know what shape and system that will be because he has mixed it up. He's gone long, he's gone direct, and he's done almost that through the number 10 as well on occasion. So, but yeah, what Nick said, we played our best football when we tried to keep it on the ground, and our fans have been really frustrated when we tried to go long.
Yeah, I saw this sort of Football Focus yesterday. I think your manager's granddad was a West Ham fan, so he's got a soft spot for West Ham, I think. So
yeah.
Mike, Russ just alluded there they could name their starting 11. We couldn't name our starting 11 for the last few weeks in the Premier League. No wonder in the FA Cup. Honestly, we'll come to strikers now. We've got 2 strikers, and let me get it up. With what Moyes has said in his press conference, there won't be a team full of young players. Antonio, honestly, it's going to be a cold night up in Stockport. It's going to be his calling out for him to start running, and then he pulls his hamstring again. I think. I just can't help but thinking that could happen, and I don't think he'll start Odebeku, our young striker, because I just don't think he'll have the. Moyes isn't that type of manager. I can see him playing Antonio, and let's just personally, I think if Antonio plays, I think we've got I'd say 90% chance of winning this game, because I think Antonio he's so important, and that's been proven kind of when he's been at the side. Not at the moment. Haller's now gone, thank God. But Mike, if you were Moyes, Odebeku or Antonio for you?
I wouldn't be surprised if he just went with Yarmolenko up front, to be honest.
Yeah.
He could go with Yarmolenko and play like Benrahma and Lanzini off him, or Bowen. We have got a very small squad at the moment, but there is a few other options. I would be wary of starting Antonio. I'd just bring him on the bench. I'll take him out there on the bench. And if we need him, then we can throw him on. Make sure he has a damn good warm-up. But, there is a few options, even though we've got rid of Haller. And to be honest, I think Haller might have caused them some problems. Because, okay, he hasn't got the pace. We all know that. But, if given a bit of room and a bit of space, if he could get it, he can score a goal.
Yeah. Nick, coming back to you, I think your fans, if they were allowed in the stadium, would have been behind the players massively. How much of a disadvantage for you, Nick, is the players not being there for you tomorrow? Sorry.
Yeah, it's been the same for us all season. There've been a few home games this season where we've struggled to get going, and under normal circumstances, the fans would roar us on to get a goal. But this season, there's been a few. I mean, for me, I didn't even start really getting excited about this game until yesterday, because it's just with us not going. It's only seeing all the stuff on Football Focus this weekend, so I think it's going to make a huge difference for us. If fans were allowed in, there'd be 11,000 in there, and I think we'd have a better chance.
Yeah. So we'll just take Ketnam's comment. Yarmo up front wouldn't give the Hatters easy night. He's not going to run beyond is completely one-footed. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a huge fan of Yarmolenko up front. But we'll go on to predictions now. People are already getting them in the comments. Russ, hit me with your prediction for tomorrow.
I'm gonna stick with what I've said to other West Ham groups, and that is 2-1 to West Ham.
Not sneaking anything for Stockport, do you think?
I think if you, I'm just being realistic. That's my head. My heart says County to win, but my head says if you turn up and apply yourselves, I think the gap is too much. I'm giving us a goal because I want us to score a goal, basically. Yeah. So 2-1 to West Ham.
Yeah, well, I definitely think you'll score a goal. I don't know what Moyes will do with the defence. We've got options there. But Mike, what's your prediction? Surely we're going for a West Ham win.
Yeah, definitely. By a couple of goals.
Yeah.
At the most, it will be tight. 2-0. 2-0.
Yeah, and Nick, are you going positive for Stockport?
Someone's got to. I've just seen that Marine have got a corner against Tottenham. So that's got me thinking. Yeah, I'm going 2-1 county now after that.
Oh, quality. Yeah, well, yeah. All of the world are Marine fans tonight. So come on, Marine. So let's take your comments and see what you guys are saying. Come on. I know Fo. He's someone who can't predict the West Ham win, but come on, Flo. We're in the FA Cup. You've got to predict the win, so come on. Neil, I'd like to see our team before I give a prediction. Yeah, I do agree with you there, Neil, but I think we could pretty much, I don't really know what different he could do. I don't predict. It's the magic of the cup. Just look at Crawley Leeds earlier. Yeah, and that does worry me. I think I'm more pessimistic than you two Stockport fans are optimistic, because I always think it's the FA Cup. We always in these cups get knocked out in an early side. I'm trying to be positive. I was gonna go 2-1, but I'll go 3-1 West Ham because I can guarantee Stockport will get a goal. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for everyone in the chat. We will see you. I'll be back because the game's Monday night at 8 o'clock. So I'll be back in my break time from school on Tuesday morning with a review of this game. And I will see you very, very soon for some brand new content. Nick, Russ, Mike, thank you for joining me tonight. Good luck to you, Mike, Nick and Russ. Good luck after Monday night. And thanks for coming on tonight.
Cheers, no problem.
Thanks, mate. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Cheers. See you later.
Thank you. So yeah, guys, that is it. Oh, and sorry, Russ and Nick. I do a show on a Thursday. I'm called A Big Talk About Football. We haven't dipped below the Championship. I was just wondering whether you wanted to come on Thursday night to have a chat.
Yeah. More than happy to.
Yeah, we'll get into contact with you.
Well, yeah, okay, brilliant.
Thank you. Couple more comments. Foes gone for his 11. Randolph Fredericks, Diop Baptiste, Johnson, Noble, Rice, Yarmolenko, Odebeko, Lanzini. Now that is, he's done his subs as well. Martin, Alves, Ibsen, Cardoso, Ashby, Longello, Souček, Bowen, Benrahma, Fornals. Yeah, there's a few names in there that I don't recognise. But yeah, that would be pretty good to play some of the youngsters, but that's not what Moyes will do. But thank you very much, and certainly I'll just check the score. Yeah, it's still 0-0, 20 minutes in, Marine versus Spurs. Thank you very much, everyone. As I said, I'll be back around 11 a.m. on Tuesday to do the review. Without further ado, come on, you Irons. I've been Jake Cox, West Ham Official, and good night.